and welcome. Okay, let me have a seat. Let me put my mixer down. Let me put my phone down. 1 second before we get started. Um, Hello. Welcome back. Welcome back to a new episode of Me versus Myself. Here, I guess we're gonna use one earphone because I don't really need both of them right now. It's kind of just me and you right now, so I don't need both, and kind of like to be pulling away and like risking the fact of just me yanking the whole thing. I would rather not. So, with that being said, welcome back to Me versus Myself, the Me versus Myself podcast. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my void of reflection, where I, go about talking about my days, going to talk about my goals, my aspirations, and ideas of what I want to do for my life. Right, this is my place where I can kind of hold myself accountable and also be vulnerable because that's a big thing of mine that I've created this space for myself to be able to just be vulnerable, and it's okay for me to feel whatever it is that I feel and to think whatever it is that I think, and eventually this podcast will be like on a bigger thing, and and I guess like the also just the amount of people that will be on here will just be very cool. And it's just at the end of the day, this is a space for me to be vulnerable. And which what you get from these episodes is what I hope you get from these episodes is that it's okay to be vulnerable, and that everyone always has something going on. So it's not like you're the only one, right? Um, but it's okay to be vulnerable, and I'm here, and I'm kind of showing you guys me. So hopefully that inspires you to just be a lot more vulnerable with yourself also. Um, it's actually pretty hot. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this denim jacket on because it's a little hot, and I should have maybe opened the window, but it's a little too late for that. And yeah, just welcome if you're new, and if you're not new, you know the deal. Today's actually episode 50, and disclaimer. Okay, episode 50. I recorded the episode 50 the day. What was it? Friday. I recorded an episode at the beach, and I still want to post that, but also like what happened was, okay, I was recording, right. I set it up the podcast. I set up the camera. I set up everything, and I was recording my episode. But midway, I cut the episode. Like the episode got cut off, the recording of it. So like the mic didn't like literally the first maybe like 15-10 minutes of it got cut off, and then I restarted it and kind of said what I remembered from the first 15 minutes, but I don't. It wasn't really that good of it. I have to go back and listen to it again before I say it's not a good episode. But it was just I was just kind of annoyed, and it kind of like took away the feeling of like, oh my gosh, it's episode 50. But I don't know, maybe episode 51, episode 50 and a half. I'm not sure. If you want me to upload the other video, or just like even if it's not like a podcast form, just for my YouTube, I definitely will. I just like was kind of hurt that I was recording and then like it stopped recording, and like the just flow of the episode was just thrown off completely, and my mood was just kind of like, oh, like it annoyed me a little bit, but it's fine. So okay, I haven't talked to you guys since when? Since Monday, technically. Monday, I told you guys how I was starting this like boot camp thing for me, this 3 month thing. And I'm gonna be very honest with you. I cut a lot of corners. Like I was going very strong throughout the week. Like literally, I was going very strong until Friday. That's when I smoked. And then again Saturday, or again Sunday. All right, so Sunday and then yesterday, which was what Monday. Yeah. So I did cut corners, and I did break the I guess the rules I had set for myself, and I'm a little annoyed at that, but also I understand that it happens, mistakes happen. We go back to our old habits, and it's okay. I just noticed that it was just very easy for me to just quickly go back to my old habits because obviously the new habits I'm trying to build aren't fully cemented yet, and they won't be for another like 13 weeks. And it is what it is. Like it's a process, and I'm learning to just really like be more like just care a lot more about the process of things, because if I just worry about the end goal, like there's it's very easy for me to just like get out of the way and like go off on like imagination, just let my imagination take away, and like me just being caught up with some of just like being and just I guess I just feel so I get distracted when it's like having the end goal in mind, and it's more about like slow down, take it one day at a time, one day at a time, because that's what I was noticing a week ago when I was working out every day in the morning and waking up early. It was just like, okay, like wake up and go for it. Like do it. One day at a time, one day at a time. And then, well, I did make working out a habit, which is one thing I'm very proud of last week. Working out has become more of a habit and more of something I know I need to do, and not necessarily something that it's either like, it's not really a choice anymore. It's like I understand that if I don't do that, I'll feel shitty and I won't feel good if I don't work out. And it's like, why am I gonna let myself feel depressed or feel like negative thoughts when all like we know it's very avoidable and it's very beneficial to me to work out because I'm still trying to cut down, right? I'm still cutting weight. So okay, on Friday, Friday, yeah. So Friday I smoked, and then that led to a lot like me eating bad, me eating a lot of junk over the weekend, and I didn't gain any of the weight of any of the. I didn't gain any weight because I have lost it again, and I'm now at 164, which at on Monday last Monday I was like 174. So I'm very proud of the 10 pound difference, which I did make happen, and that's how hard I was working. But it's like, okay, I messed up a little bit, but now it's like, all right, get back on your horse, man. Let's go. Come on. And I'm excited to really just continue pushing myself and continuing to see where I can improve on myself, because I noticed that like I said, it was very easy for me to just go back to my old habits. One, because it was just there, and like after it was just like, oh bro, I knew I didn't have to do that, but I did it, and it was just like, I was annoyed at myself for it. Like literally Saturday morning, I was just like, dude, why did you do that? If it didn't even matter. Like I could have gone without it, but it was just like it's right there, might as well. So it was like, but I'm learning, and I'm happy that I'm learning because, like, it's like if I'm observing the fact that I'm messing up, it's like I'm learning, and that's how it is. Like if you're able to just realize that maybe, or if there's a voice telling you like, yo, maybe you shouldn't be doing that, maybe that's you learning, that's you growing and maturing, and like having those thoughts and having these hard conversations with yourself is very tough. But if you feel, for example, me, I've felt the need to like take this 3 month detox. Like the longer I don't do it, like the more it's in my head and the more it's like telling me do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And it's like, all right, let me do it. Okay, I'll do it 3 months until my birthday. I'll do it. I'll set myself up because I know that basically that there's kind of like a the fuse has been lit, right? The fuse, and like it's only a matter of time before like the before the explosion is up. So I have certain time before it's like September 14th. I don't even know how many days. I think it's like 80, 84, 83 days. 83 days today, so 82 days tomorrow. So 82 days sober of just like no wine, no weed, no nothing. Just a complete detox of everything. Because I noticed that also like I'll lean on wine, like, and I know I shouldn't be drinking wine. Like I shouldn't even be drinking at all. So don't cancel me, and I don't condone underage drinking. But it is what it is. But I just tend to like just depend on that because I'll know I'll feel something, and it's not good. It's not good to have that habit. And then so it's like it's no point. It's like a double-edged sword of like, okay, yeah, I'm sober off but like I'm still depending on now wine to make me feel something. And wine is good, and I love the combination of weed and wine, but I need more discipline, and this is discipline, right? These next couple of weeks that I'm gonna put myself through is to callous my brain, callous my mind. Shout out David Goggins, man. To like just endure hardships and endure being uncomfortable and endure the challenge of restricting myself from doing that simply because I have a bigger goal in mind. And it's like at the end of that, okay, celebrate, Jesus. Celebrate and enjoy yourself. And enjoy yourself like you've never enjoyed yourself before because you deserve it and you grinded so long to get that. And I'm so proud of you. And now it's like we're not going to go back to where we were. Now it's just like, okay, now we've added more to you. Okay, now how much farther can you go now? It's like in 3 months, I don't plan on just like stopping and all of a sudden just going back to my old ways. But in 3 months, it's gonna be like working out is gonna be a discipline of mine. Um, working more, working on my social media marketing business and my social media marketing agency, which is like something I'm obviously very passionate about, but also I've just haven't put the action in it. But now it's like, okay, incorporated working out to my day. So I understand that by like 8:30 or 9:30, I can be done with my workout. I can be done with walking my dogs. I can be showered and changed for like my working day. So from 9:30 to maybe 12 or from 9:30 to 1, work and do social media marketing like I know I can be doing. That's just gonna add another layer of me, and it's gonna add more value to myself because I. So basically, this is what it is. I bought a course a year ago, and I built myself. I built my website. I built I set up my domain. I set up my Facebook page. I set up like I outreach to people, but also like I stopped at a point. So it's like I have 75% of it done, and now it's just a matter of like actually pitching it to people. Now outreach, Jesus. Now it's like outreach and just take the action of outreach and just do what you have to do, Jesus. Because nobody else is gonna do it for me. And especially now, like obviously, like I told you guys I'm single now. Nobody's here for me. Nobody's supporting me. Nobody's telling me like you're okay or nobody's telling me good job. And I'm finding that within myself, and it's hard, bro. It's really hard to really, like from depending on someone to be there for you, and like having someone there to support you no matter what it's like a blessing. That's a blessing to have. And although maybe I wasn't ready to receive that blessing, I know that if I set myself up and I do the things I know I'm capable of doing simply because I told myself I'll do it, it's just gonna make me so much better, man. Because I think back and I look, Sober October affected me so much and like good and bad also because like it led to other things, all which you know, it's there's no negative to it. It was just like there was some realizations that I came to that were just like very powerful and very inspiring, very moving for me, and very like important in the development of me since then to now. Cause it's like I'm proud of myself for the amount of things that I've done and the amount of like hardships that I've endured, and now like I'm learning to use those hardships and use these negative feelings that I sometimes feel and put them back into me and just like have that become fuel and have that become something that pushes me forward because the hardships are going to be here always. There's always going to be hard things going on in life. But if I'm able to adapt, if I'm able to completely just like just improve myself, right? Just because at the end of the day, it's like if I improve myself and I create new habits for myself, and like these habits literally are part of me now. That's just very valuable, and I know how valuable it is. So it's like, okay, Sober October helped me a lot. What will 3 months of just being in touch with Jesus Guillen and working out on me and setting all my attention on working out and doing my marketing thing, doing my podcast because I do want to keep growing this. Like I figured out next, like Okay, I've added another layer to the guest podcast format that I'm trying to do. That's one thing that I told you guys I was working on. I've added another layer to that platform and that stage where it's gonna happen. Yo 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 yo! You can't turn off. You gotta let them know where they can find us. They can find us on YouTube, or you can find us on Anchor FM, Me versus Myself podcast. But back to like me, right? Back to what I was saying. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but it's just these habits are gonna just improve my life drastically. And it's like I'm ready to set myself up to be 19 years old and have a successful business going for myself, have a podcast that's growing, be physically fit, and be in the best shape that I've ever been in because I've never dedicated that much effort and that much of my energy towards working out. And it's just so much more, so much. Like I think I like analyze it, and I think about like how I can, just how much my life will be different in those next 3 months if I really just grind it out and I really put my time into making sure I do everything I need to be doing correctly, so that these 3 months of like boot camp are successful and just make me mentally stronger and just prepare me for the next year of my life, which is year number 19. It's not scary, honestly. Like growing up right now, it doesn't really feel scary. Sorry. One, because like I said, okay, I know that if I when I start getting my marketing thing done, that's just gonna make me a lot more independent. Because yeah, I rely on my parents for certain things, but it's like, okay, mom, I'm gonna be eating this week. It's like I'll pay for my own stuff. I'll buy my own ingredients for my own meals, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna help. I mean, I'm also gonna help them just make their life easier too. Like, okay, mom, instead of giving me money here, or instead of spending money on groceries on me, like, okay, put that back into like my little brother, or put that back into you guys. Go out and eat something, go out and order something. I don't know, whatever it is. Just something, a lot of small things that eventually would just add up to like a lot. And I'm excited to be able to do that. And I'm excited to know that I'm capable of achieving that. And it's not, it's like, yes, it's hard, but also it's like just telling yourself and manifesting it and just attracting it to yourself with like via the law of attraction. Like that thing is powerful. And like literally, like I'm telling you, like today I had a very cool experience on my walk with my dog today with Luna. She's right there. Actually, she's sleeping. You guys can't see her, but she's sleeping. We were walking, right? And when the walk started, I had told myself, you know what? I want to see some synchronicities. I was like, let me know if I'm on the right path. It's like I just said it out loud. I was like, if I'm on the right path, let me see some synchronicities. Which, if you don't know what a synchronicity is, like it's when you see like a number like this for like 3 times in a row. So it can be like 333, 777, 999, 444, 111. It's just a synchronicity, and there's a whole another layer to that, and a whole another like concept of it, which is like what those things really mean. But it's just more of a sign, sign that lets you know that you're on the right path, or just it's faith. It's faith. It's just like you saying something, and then you seeing that, and it's just that just confirms that the thing you're faithful for. So on in the beginning of my walk, I guess I just exclaimed it to the universe. I was like, you know what? If I'm on the right path, show me some synchronicities. And well, I was looking for them. I was looking for them. I was looking for them, and I usually see some of them, but I wasn't. I didn't see it. I didn't see any, and I kept walking, and then like I was listening to music, so I was like feeling myself pumped up, like singing. Shout out Queen. Queen just I was just singing, and I felt so happy and so like motivated and so just like I was just telling myself like, yo, like I'm okay. Like I'm a beast. Like I know that I know what I'm capable of. It's like I know what I can do, and like I was like, let's do this. I can do this. And I told myself I was like, I was going up, right? We were going up a hill now. Just to paint the picture. Like I'm going up a hill, And I said it again. I was like, let me see some synchronicities. I was like, let me see some synchronicities. I told myself, let me see some synchronicities to know that I'm on the right. I said it again, right? And literally, like, I walked up past the bush, and like the car parked there was 999, and I was just like, okay, like the power of fucking manifesting and telling yourself I want the exclaiming that you want something, and literally just being open to receiving it. Because literally, like within 5 seconds or maybe 10 seconds of me saying, show me some synchronicities, after not seeing any in my whole walk, like I completely did not see any from when I had first told myself, and then I was like, let me see some synchronicities, or let me see a synchronicity, because I was kind of getting closer towards the end of my walk. So I was like, am I really not going to see any before the walk ends? And I was like, let me see some synchronicities. And then I said that, and I walked a little bit up, and I looked to the side, and the license plate was 999, and I was like, okay, it's like universe, like shakes hand, like I was just like, okay, bro, like I'm still playing, it's like I'm still here, and I'm still trying to manifest myself more positive things towards my way, I guess, just also the affirmations that I've been doing and all the affirmations that I've been learning to just exclaim and say every day, on and off. I don't really say it every day, to be honest with you, but that is something I would like to make a habit, like having, or not in a habit, but necessarily like have that included in my routine. Because I did include that mindfulness thing that I told you guys about. Remember, I was gonna be standing still for like, or sitting still for like 5 minutes. I did that for like 3 days, and I noticed how like very like grounding that was. It's like very small, and it's a very small difference that you notice, but it was just like a very calming thing of just like, like okay, like I remember I would work out. After I worked out and came back home with my dog. I would just sit still for 5 minutes, clear my head, and just feel relaxed. And that's the thing. It's like I realized that I know what I know what I have to do to like to be done with everything by like 9. It's just all right. I need to keep acting on it. And 'cause even on the weekends too, like I need to make that a priority for sure. Cause yeah, like even if I'm not working out on the weekends, for example. Sorry, it's getting hotter. Like even if I'm not working out on the weekends, for example, if it's a day off, like I still want to be waking up early and still want to have the routine, because like it's like if I'm waking up at 5 like 5 every day, and then all of a sudden I wake up at like 8 or 9, my body's gonna be like, what, like let's wake up at 8 or 9 again, because I noticed that again this week. It was a lot harder to wake up early, and I noticed that my body kind of just is still tired after at 5, but it's like, and waking up and just telling yourself, what, go out there and do it. Just do it. I don't care if it's too cold. If it's cold, put a sweater on, and then like literally like just go do it. And that was the mindset I had I had last week. That I noticed. Although like today there was things I had to do. Like I had to go check my car out. I had to go get it checked out. So I did have but also like I did spend a lot of time like not being productive necessarily. But I did end up working out. I did end up doing the things that I told myself I'd do. I did work out the way I was gonna work out, and regardless, I'm on the right path still. It's like I'm exactly where I need to be, because this is also something I wanted to do. I wanted to record a podcast today, because yesterday I didn't get to record a podcast. I don't know why I just didn't record. I think the time passed, because I want to have a time for. I mean, not a set time to really for me to really do this, but like I need to see how I incorporate, like a podcast into my new system, into the new routine, because it's not awkward to record. It's really not awkward. It's just all in my head. It's just about like just closing the door, telling my parents, "All right, I'm gonna be busy from this time to this time," and that's what it is. Just, can you please respect that I will be recording at this time? So please, like just let me be. I just need to incorporate the systems and the systems and the structure. I'm very excited to continue pursuing these things and continue being honest with you guys, because I'm, I this kind of path, or this kind of like challenge, is a little lonely. I did notice that. Excuse me. I did notice that the path of, being work having everything done by 8:30, for example, working out and being like done with that, is a little lonely. It's a little lonely, and it kind of sucks to wake up and not be able to say good morning to somebody. Like, I'm gonna just be completely honest. It sucks. But I know this is all for my benefit, because honestly, sometimes life feels really overwhelming. Like, it feels very like, I guess maybe people don't. I guess this is maybe something only I feel, or maybe who knows if you feel this too. But there'll be times where I'm thinking about my life, and I'm thinking like, I have so much more time to live, and sometimes it's just like, what the fuck? Like, why, or why? Like, it's not that like I don't want to keep on living, but it's kind of like, holy fuck, I have so much more to live. Like, it's still gonna be like 60 years probably, at least, of life, and it's just like, what? And also, I mean, getting older does kind of suck a little bit, actually. Like, now, going back to like me saying that it doesn't suck, it sucks a little bit, because time does pass, and you're just like, oh my gosh, time, like, what are you doing? Slow down. But it doesn't slow down for anybody, and it's never slowed down since whoever the fuck started it. However time was created, I guess the theory of time, or the concept of time. So whenever that was created, like, that was the beginning of it. Can you see my plants in the shot? I wanted it so you can see my plants, but I don't think you can see the plants. So next time, I think I'll have the plants right here on the desk. And do I look skinnier though? Be honest. Like, does my face look skinnier? Can you guys actually even tell? I think it does. Like, I've been seeing myself, and I've been feeling a lot more handsome. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I've been feeling a lot more confident, and it's only been a week, but I've lost 10 pounds in a week. So look out, cause I'm coming fucking strong. And one thing also, like, I've noticed. All right, like, during this boot camp too, I'm also doing NoFap, and I mean, I kind of do that on and off, like, just completely honest. But like, I know that I don't have to be doing it, and but just like recently, dog, like, my hormones have just been like through the roof. Like, my testosterone levels have just been like shot up, and this might be a little bit TMI, but I've just been fucking horny. And it's like, I'm not looking for short-term pleasure. I'm not looking for, like, just fucking just pleasure like that, because I don't deserve it. I don't need to be giving that to myself, especially when I'm not doing anything. That goes back to like the weed thing, right? Like, I don't need to be smoking. Hang on, I know. I don't need to be smoking every day, simply because I know that I want to be earning it before I'm just allowing myself to freely just do it. Because I know that, okay, for example, hang on, give me a sec. Let me make sure it doesn't die on me. Like, I know that um these short-term pleasures, like, although they make me feel good, and although they do enhance my life, they also take away from what I could be doing. And I know that just simply like having it is also very like different. Like, it changes the way I am, or the way I think. Cause Friday, like, we had a session at the beach, and then we were like, oh, well, just pull up later and we'll sesh again. And like, I was just like, oh, like, yeah, for sure, like, I'm gonna sesh again. And then we didn't sesh again. But like, the whole time I was just like, bro, like, are we gonna sesh or not? Like, come on, dude, like, sesh, sesh time, hello. But I was just like, why the fuck does that have so much power over me? Like, why the fuck? Like, it doesn't matter whether I sesh or not, whether we did or didn't. Like, I shouldn't have felt upset or shouldn't have, not, I wasn't upset, but it was just more of like a little bit annoyed because like I just didn't get it. But also, it was just like, what the, like, what are you, why are you complaining about it? If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. It was just like, what do you, it was just like, what's wrong? Like, well, there's nothing to be mad about or upset about. And that's why Saturday I just felt stupid for session, or just like I was kind of a little bit annoyed at myself because I was like, bro, like you could have like gone without it. But I'm glad that it happened like early because now it's like I don't want to restart again or like have to like do this again because I did sesh today again also, but for sure today was like, okay, today's the last time for 3 months, 80 something days. And I don't really like whatever. Maybe tomorrow I'll have the feel like I'll crave it or I'll want it, but it's not like I'm missing out on anything right now. And especially like later on, like I do want to be like going out with people and like seshing with people and having just linking up with my friends and just all right, let's go sesh. But right now I haven't earned that. I think my mom's gonna come in my room really quick. Let's wait a second to see if she does or not. I don't think she is actually, or maybe I don't know. But it was just like, well, like let me keep grinding. Let me set myself up so when I'm 19, I can get my rec. I can pick up whenever I want to pick up. I don't have to go to anyone. I won't have to go toward, I won't have anyone picking up for me. It'll be my money. Like, I mean, it is my money now, but, it's just like more, like, just, I'll have the freedom of knowing that everything is completely coming in from me. And it's like, if I want to fucking stock up on fucking 3 4 grams and have them there just in case I want them, like, whenever I want them, like, fucking have them there because I've grinded and I've made it so, like, this doesn't hurt me or financially, like, it doesn't take, it's like I'm not having to manage so much necessarily. It's more of just like, all right, Jesus, we grinded. All right, we're gonna put $100 a month, or 50 bucks. You get $50 a month to spend on bud, or fucking anything like make it work. And okay, I'm fucking make it work. But also, it's like if I'm making more money, also, all right, not necessarily like I'm gonna give myself the luxury of like just consuming so much just because I have the money. But it was just gonna be a lot easier for me to just be like, you know what? Okay, Jesus, you want that? Okay, I'll get it for you if you continue doing this. And it's like I just want to rework the reward system that I have because when it comes to it, it's just I'm very quick to like, what, whatever it is I'm doing, or I'll just do it later. And now we'll go sesh. But it's like I need to earn it, like chill out. You're not fucking doing anything special that, or you're not going through anything that would necessarily need the, like, you don't need to be escaping anything so much right now. And it's like later I have like ideas and like I've been thinking about ways and like just plans for going out. And not even like right now, but just later on, it's like okay, in 3 months, like okay, like hey, like do you want to go sesh and eat? Or do you want to go, like, let's go eat at a park and, like, fucking smoke? Because why not? It's like, I'm excited to have those experiences with people. And, it's like, I can give it to myself that the way I've been doing things, that's not possible. So it's like, Jesus, figure, like, restart or just rebuild and build this foundation so firm that, it's like, after those 3 months, like, it's not like you're just gonna go back to your old habits. It's like set yourself up so in 3 months you'll have so much going for yourself that now also it's like okay, now I have so much going for myself. Now this bud is gonna enhance me just because it's gonna enhance my life because it's not taking away from my business. It's not taking away from my finances. It's not distracting me, and it's not a priority anymore. It's more of just like a luxury I give myself, you know? Like the same thing with wine too. Like I can't be drinking wine all day, especially because I'm young. Technically, I shouldn't be saying that I do it, you know. And but it's like I've got to be honest with you guys. Yeah, I enjoy it. And when I'm turning 21, like I'm gonna be fucking buying wine, cause why not? Like I'd rather be drinking wine than drinking tequila shots and shit like that. You know, it's just like I just enjoy my little glass of wine, and it is what it is. Like, but it's like I don't need it right now. I don't deserve it right now, and I want to make sure that I feel like I'm getting a lot done, or I'm getting. You know, it's like I want to set myself up so the foundation is very strong, and that's what these couple of weeks are gonna be. You know, this next 3 months are gonna be it's gonna be a mind battle. It's gonna be a battle that's just ongoing. But at the end of the day, if I remember to just keep going and keep going, Jesus, keep going, no matter how fucking hard it gets or how hard it seems, keep going because there's so much good that will come from this. It's just you don't know it yet. And you do know it a little bit. I know you have an idea of like what might change, but I promise you when you fucking get this done and you're saying it like I did it and you know that you did and you're feeling so accomplished because you know that the battle is done. The battle for now is done. You know, it's like I fucking did it. And I'm so proud and I'm so happy and I can't wait for that moment of just like I did it. I did it. I didn't care who said what or what said, who said blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I did it. And I'm so happy and I'm so proud of myself. And I want you guys to be proud of me too. Like, that's why it's like, okay, at the end, when I turn 19 and hop on this fucking podcast, like on my 19th birthday, like, it's my fucking birthday and I did what I was going to do. Like, remember I told you guys I was going to do it and I did it. And you see me, I'm looking fucking good, feeling good, thinking good. Fucking man, I'm just like I'm excited to just really just continue continue developing myself and continuing growing this person that is me. It's like fuck, you're really about to blow, you're about to hit it out of the park and everyone's going to be like, "What the fuck? Damn, bruh. Okay, he fucking did it." Like he set himself up. And look at him. Look what he's fucking doing. Like this kid's just turning 19. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, well, how the fuck did you do it? It was hard work, dog. It was hard work. Nothing easy. Nothing hard. Nothing good. What's the quote? It's like nothing good is easy, or nothing nothing good comes easy. Something like that, you know? But it's just true. Like, nothing good comes easy. So like, yeah, man. I think that's a good place to end the podcast episode for today. It's just a blessing to know that you guys listen to me. Like it's so cool. Whether it's 5 people, because sometimes it's 5 people, sometimes it's 13 people, sometimes it's 19 people, sometimes it's 3 people. It's like I don't know who's listening, but I I just I just fucking love you guys, and I'm really looking forward to just continuing growing this and continuing to improve myself and make myself better. Because we all have the power to change within ourselves. We all have the power to motivate ourselves. We all have the power to change our lives. And it starts with mindset, and it's all about challenging yourself. Find something that makes you uncomfortable and do it. And do it and do it and do it and do it, and no matter what, like do the things you don't like to do. Those things are going to teach you a lot about yourself. I've been running more, which is something I haven't ran really ever. But it's like, okay, Jesus, I'll run a mile or two in the morning. and I can, it's like if I keep running and running, like I understand that I did it. It's like it's just keep going. Tell yourself like keep going, focus, 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 keep going, and you'll see how much changes, how much improves within you. Keep working on yourself. Keep reflecting. Keep being vulnerable. And if you don't really understand what being vulnerable is, it's just being honest with yourself about what it is that you feel. That is being vulnerable. Like a lot of times, like for example, maybe we'll feel sad, and we've all done this before, like at school. Like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Yeah, I'm just tired. And it's like, okay, the person's just like, oh, he just moves on because you're just tired. But it's like if you're fucking sad, like say, hey, like Jesus, I'm sad. Like I'm sad and I feel like this right now. Like this is how I feel, and I don't know. I'm not sure why I feel like this, but just being able to just say whatever it is that you're feeling instead of just like blowing past it uncovers new layers and be like, oh, that's why I was feeling like that because I would always just say I'm okay. But now that I'm fucking not okay, now that I'm saying that I'm not okay, I understand that I'm really not okay and that all of this is like fucking happening, but I need to make it happen. I need to make it work. Me versus myself, man. I fucking love this podcast. I love this. I love this platform that I have. And like if you're really interested in where else you could find this, you can listen to this on Apple Podcasts, on Breaker, on Google Podcasts, on Overcast, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, Spotify, copy RSS, on YouTube. Jesus Guillen. We're about to hit 30 subscribers on YouTube. And if you guys can make 30 happen by the end of today, which is whenever I post this, I will give you a fucking kiss on your forehead. I'm just kidding, no, but I'll give you a big hug, okay? And yeah, just 30 subs, and I'm so happy, man. I don't know what else I can say rather than like thank you for being my fucking therapy zone of just thoughts, my chamber of reflection that I created for myself. Shout out Mac DeMarco for that fucking hard ass title. I want to trip again. I want to take acid again. So we need to talk about that, okay? I need to let you guys know what's going on with that. But I do want to take acid again, and I fucking like Loki. Like I'm getting goosebumps, bro. Like, but I'm getting goosebumps. But I know that there's a lot more going on in my subconscious that I know I haven't tapped into, or haven't seen, or just I'm ready to face. It's like bring me, fucking Suski in, and I want to fucking see. I want to meet him. I want to talk to him. We gotta talk about that another day, right? Psychedelics. Woo! I love. I'm a shout out fucking Papa Smurf. Shout out the Smurfs out here. But like, hey, like, here, let's post for the thumbnail real quick. Stupid, huh? Dumb. Nah, but for real, like, just me versus myself podcast rooms. I want to I want to do shrooms again. We're gonna experiment. We'll see what's up. I don't know if I'm gonna wait until after 3 months or like maybe like in between because that is part of like me healing myself and helping myself grow. So if the time comes to trip out, we might trip. But the thing is like fuck, we have to take how you have to like set apart like at least like a good 12 hours to really trip, or like at least 8. So I need to see how I can really pull that off, or when the timing just works out, hopefully soon. I should pick up the tabs just so I can have them, and in case I want to pop it or the day comes, like, all right, let's get it. 'Cause, yeah, I want to do shrooms too, but I don't know. Just what happened? It's okay. Let Luna out. Let Luna out. I'm almost done. Okay. Did the shot get messed up a little bit? The shot got a little messed up. That's fine. But like I do want to do shrooms again, but I think like I don't know. Like I kind of like acid. Cause I tried a gram. I did a gram of shrooms, but like I remember I felt weird. Maybe because I don't know. There was a lot of factors maybe as to why it feels weird. But I think I gotta here the camera is about to die. But we gotta do a whole podcast dedicated to psychedelics, right? And here, let's put this right here. And thank you so much for listening. This has been Me versus Myself, episode number 50. Maybe this is episode 50, 50 and a half. I'm not sure completely yet. If you want to see the ocean podcast and a little bit of just listen to the audio of me talking about those, whatever it is that I talked about that day, please let me know. Leave a like, subscribe. One away from 30. So if you want to be known, like if you want to tell your friends in a year, yup, I was his 30th subscriber and now he's at 1 million. I don't know. I'm just telling you. There's a chance for you to have that experience for yourself. So let me know. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate all of you, and I'm so blessed that you care about me the way you do. So shout out Me versus Myself podcast. I love you